What's up, y'all? I wanted to get a tutorial done for this weekend, so I am settling on this one, which is pretty pad focused. I'll kind of play what I have here and then we'll go over some of the parts of it. I'm going to try and make this quick as possible. It's kind of slow music, which is hard to do a fast tutorial to, but we'll give it a shot. So let's kind of go through this and get a couple of the pieces knocked out really quick. First of all, we have this Nito thing. I've called it Nito, and it is basically it's just a flex patch. Right, where I've gone in and changed it to mono, and then by using different colored MIDI notes, I can bend between multiple ones here. So the blues bend with each other and the yellows bend with each other. It's just a nice, easy way to get interesting melodies. So then I'm just sending it through a delay. Super basic quarter notes, and then we're going to throw a guitar rig on it. And guitar rig, if you don't have it, just get a distortion that's like guitar emulation. Right, and then just sending that through an EQ to clean it up. So that's kind of the first piece of this sound. So now let's go into another one, Serum 2 in this case. So this is my pump pad here. And for this one, I'm going to, be really quick with it. I'll turn the post effects off first, so it's really simple post effects on this one, but I've just taken a granular melodic sample, turn the offset in the direction way up, a little bit of density, maybe a little bit of length, and then I'm sending that into a convolver, followed by a compressor, and this is Cold Abyss, which is one of the massive ones. Then I'm sending that into an EQ. Just getting rid of some of the side, the side information, the stereo information on the bottom, and then sending it through a volume shaper. Right, really quick, easy pump pad to layer with our little melodic bending thing. Then for the next sound, we're going to go over this other little atmosphere that I have here. It is also a Serum 2 patch that just takes advantage of the fact that you can do multiple granular oscillators. So starting things out, we want to switch this to manual, right, from one shot into manual, which makes it to where when we play a note, we can use our position to pick which section of the melodic sample's playing. Let me turn that off real quick so you can just hear this. Right, kind of gets us a more similar tone, and then just adjust your random offset a little bit. And then I've just set up a macro to kind of like be able to adjust that, though I don't use the macro at all in this patch. So then I'm sending it into filter 1, which is just a low pass filter. Right, gets rid of some of that high end so that we can add another thing, which is where I do this little trick that I'll just kind of show it. I have this macro that as you turn it up, it goes from like a little blinky almost pad to like a full airy vocally sounding one, or whatever you'd call it, atmospheric sounding one. Right, so what have I done to get that? So the setup is the same as the other one. I just cloned this granular oscillator into here. I'm sending it into a high pass filter just so I don't forget to say that. Then I've just turned the direction randomness up, the pitch randomness up a tiny bit to give it some detuning. Then I have a automation on the density, but the main part is I've went in here to the shape and changed to Gaussian, which is just like a very small sine wave instead of the big sine wavy other ones. Blackman Harris is a little close, but Gaussian is the one I want to use. That way I can turn the amount down to make it a big full pad. So this populate knob here is just turning this all the way down and the density up. And you know, that's as simple as it is. It's just that. And once I have that, as I kind of play my track, I can you get the point. You can automate in like the fullness of it in an interesting way. So to go along with this patch, and let me turn the post effects back on, which really just for this, if you're doing a bunch of layers like this is more mixing than anything else. You want to really try and get the mix nice. But for the post effects, I'm again just hitting like a little shaping, a little bit of limiting, or a slow compression there, really long release. OTT, really glue it into a big chunk. Right, and with the time turned down, it helps those sparkles on top be fuller and more present, right? With slow time, they would be a little less present, or they would not like jump out of the mix so much, but with fast time, they do. Then I just have a low pass filter that I bring in, and you're gonna notice there's a lot of low passes in here that come in. It's just a way to like transition better. So next we have the simplest respace of all time, which is a saw wave in Serum sent through chorus, sent through a really small EQ. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. See if we can undo that. Oh, hell yeah, that worked, nice. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna break that down. It's just that, and it goes with this. Right, so then we have our other elements, but before we get to those and I add everything back in slowly, I'll show this little thing, which is just the worst lead of all time. That becomes so bad from, let me see what the actual, I don't even remember what I started with here. Oh, it's this little, this crappy little sound. That I'm just taking and sending into a bit speak, which is a way to, it's not good at making things clear, but it is good at grunging them up. And I also am sending that into a Valhalla shimmer, so I have a send reverb. This second one is a Valhalla shimmer that fades in. Right, so one lead that's made shitty and then sent into 3 different reverbs, along with a reverb that I can fade the volume in, right? Pretty simple. The last one, nobody's gonna care about this unless you have the plugin, but it is a contact guitar. So this is a kind of quick one, a little bit scattered, but I think it gives you some ideas of how you can get stuff together for stuff like this. Thank you for watching. Go support on Gumroad, Patreon, and hit me up for lessons on Instagram. I will see y'all in the next one.